more trial, or are we gonna...
Yes, there's more trial. I don't think there's any more investigation for this case, so that's good at least.
I love how we leave the wax figure in the middle.
Oh yeah, no, they have room to leave shit in there now. The power of the 3DS. Speaking of which, I cannot wait for the 3DS trilogy, or the DS trilogy, I guess we should call it, to come to the PS5, PS4, whatever. I can't wait to stream it with Scott, basically, because there's so much goofy shit in that trilogy. And I'm just like remembering some of the stuff that happens in that. I'm just like, oh man, it's gonna be so much fucking fun. Not that I'm not having fun doing this with you, but it's just like,
It's even more ridiculous.
yeah, this is a lot more grounded, honestly. Like, it's still stupid.
From what I've seen with the other Ace Attorneys, yeah, this seems very grounded.
Yeah. Like, original trilogy is kind of out there. The first game definitely sets the tone with you actually calling a live parrot to the stand as a witness. But it doesn't get much weirder than that. Games 4 through 6, though, they have a new writing team. At least 5 and 6 do, and goddamn, do they just go ham.
I have fun.
Yeah. Sometimes good, sometimes bad. Case 3 of Game 4. I'm gonna be pissed as fuck when we get to that case, though. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, that's the one case in the entire trilogy I'll be like, maybe I want to skip this one.
And at some point this week, we do need to go grocery shopping.
I know. In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby reconvene the proceedings of this court. Counsel for the defense and prosecution, are you ready and able to continue? The prosecution is ready, my lord, but the defense is not able. What do you mean? I'm right here. Oh god, he shoved a sword through my kneecaps! That's illegal. He can't do that, that's illegal. As the court is aware, the case is under scrutiny. The case under our scrutiny began with a damaging incident at the Great Exhibition. Yet we now find ourselves embroiled in the details of a convicted felon who was sent to the gallows a decade ago. Oh my god! This trial has certainly defied all expectation. It seems to be the fate of all trials in which this Nipponese is involved, my lord. That's not true. There was a cat once. There was a case involving a cat that didn't end up being more important than anything else. I think. Hold on. Yeah. So then, let us begin our exploration of the defense's assertion that the waxwork was cardinally involved in this matter. Lord Van Geeks. My lord. Are we still awaiting the arrival of Madame Two-Spells? Not at all. She is in the antechamber as we speak and ready to be summoned. Very well. Bring in the witness. At once, my lord. Bailiff, show Madame Two-Spells to the stand. Things are about to become a lot more intense. Man, this is like an orgy at a summer camp. It's fucking intense.
Very intense. And the mouse is here too.
Never mind. Never mind.
The fact that you were looking at me like I had an orgy in summer camp?
No, get it? Fucking intense.
Not
Ah.
yet.
If Trevor is responsible, as I'm sure he is, it means he must have had an accomplice in Dr. Scythe. And what connects the pair of them is the waxwork. Yes, the model of the prophecy. That's the key to the link between these otherwise unrelated individuals. It's a tenuous link, admittedly, but at present, it's all we have to go on. I have to do the... Oh my god. He's so handsome. State your name and occupation for the court, please. My name is Madame Esmeralda Two Spells. I'm a waxwork artisan and the proprietress of Madame Two Spells Museum of Waxwork. You will have to pardon me for working as I testify. My new exhibit must open very soon. Dear Lord. Oh, so he finally gets a statue, does he? Now there are two of them. Now there are two of them. This is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them. Oh my! What expression is she carving onto that face?
What I miss?
A number of days ago, a particular waxwork model was stolen from your museum. Also, can we just talk about the fact that you're chiseling a statue out of stone instead of wax? Can you confirm this? Oui, that is true. At first, we believed it had been kidnapped. A waxwork model? Kidnapped? That's silly. It's not real. They're not people. They don't have feelings. Yes, my lord. There was a demand for a ransom money left behind by the culprit. However, according to what I have just been told outside the courtroom, that was not the true reason. I understand it was utilized as a substitute for the body of a murder victim. At present, that is no more than conjecture proposed by the defense. But yes. This is the victim of the case in question, Mr. Odi Assman. But of course I know him well. He is a part of my odious personages exhibit. I detest to say what is evident, but Mr. Assman does not resemble the professor at all. Yeah, but, maybe. Perhaps their faces are very similar. Are you suggesting that we should see now the demasked visage of the professor? Yes! Yes! Can we just do that, please? Oh, I have here the key, but it is strictly forbidden to open the lock. This is absurd! Can just get it the fuck over with. I'm so tired.
There's a queen involved.
I am so tired of this fucking case. I don't care if I win it or lose anymore. I'm going to win either way, but I just want to go home. I don't know what face you've carved onto your fancy figure beneath that mask. But clearly, it won't be that of the actual killer. Indeed. The man's identity was never made public, after all. The trial took place in a closed court. The proceedings were strictly confidential. The condemned man was summarily executed. His identity remains a closely guarded national secret. There is no possible way that a repository of tawdry exhibits could get its hands on that information. So, put in English, basically, we just want to see what's in on the waxwork model because, like, before all this, it probably wouldn't have had a face to begin with. They would have no way of knowing what the murderer looked like anyway. Que dommage. That is French for egg salad sandwich. It would seem you are unaware of the Two Spells principles. What principles? The family Two Spells has always prided itself on sculpting its models à la perfection. Every detail, including the visage, is fashioned with complete fidelity. Voila, our principles. There is a well-known legend about the Two Spells waxworks from the time of the French Revolution. A member of the Two Spells family is said to have made a waxwork of the queen who was executed, using her own severed head. Oui, that is true. It was a century ago now. I believe the queen's face was carved in the minutes following her death, actually, at the guillotine site. You are correct. The model is on display still today in the House of Oz.
We two spells will stop at nothing to obtain a faithful replica of our subjects.
Dear me, a somewhat disturbing tenacity of purpose.
It is the only way to obtain a truly lifelike representation of a subject. And it has been my family's secret for generations.
Do you mean to say that beneath that mask?
The true visage of the killer is there.
Yeah, the killer from the previous case, that is, not the present case. I just want to make that clear to the court. This is ludicrous. It's out of the question.
The prophecy spread throughout Great Britain. As a result, the Madame Tuspel's special exhibit remains extremely popular even today. The killer emerging from his own grave. It is a sight to behold. You should come at 5 pence apiece.
Advertisements aside, I think, madam, it would be beneficial to hear your formal testimony rather than your advertisements. You will explain every detail of this macabre model and your personal involvement in its creation.
With pleasure. Noodles. Like the French Revolution.
Which one?
Yes. Napoleon.
I want to live in France. If I had to pick a European country to live in, France doesn't seem like that bad. Maybe Germany as well. Like, that's kind of the easy choice. But France, I feel like France is an underrated pick.
Like Denmark or Finland.
Yeah, probably those are probably the main choices. But I'm talking like maybe top 5, top 10. Like France would be on the list at least.
Mm-hmm.
No eggs this time?
No eggs.
Let's start the witness testimony.
The special exhibit in the House of Horrors is based on a rumor that shocked society in London. An impression of his visage was taken directly from the corpse, in accordance with Tuspel's family principles. I enlisted the aid of the gravedigger and created a mold for the head in the cemetery just before the interment. I hid myself until he gave me a signal. I was there for a very long time that night. As dawn approached, I was very worried that I could be discovered.
But now you're confessing?
I mean, the gravedigger, the man seeks in this.
I will do all that is necessary to achieve the truest resemblance my family is celebrated for, even pull a Monica Lewinsky.
I'm not sure I'm familiar with that reference.
You wanted it French.
Is it?
Nobody else knew, only the gravedigger. What harm did it do, huh?
So you truly saw it? The face of that monster!
All men are monsters.
The reason why it was a closed case is because it was a woman.
Damn it, that is gonna be the twist now.
Or it's gonna be Van Dyke's brother.
Damn it. No, I don't think it's Van Ziek's brother, because, like, Van Ziek's brother died right in front of Van Ziek. Like, he was murdered right in front of him, if I'm remembering correctly.
Oh, okay.
So, like, that seems really incredibly unlikely.
Naturally, I was aware at the time that his identity was a secret. The two spells would not be two spells if we did not insist on absolute fidelity to our sculptures.
That's why it's a paid exhibit, because they actually have access to the fucking likeness of the murderer of this decade-old murder case. why are you gonna fucking pay for it? Cheap bitch. I don't believe this. I can't believe this.
Wait, does Van Zeke know the face of the murderer?
Unlikely. I myself have seen the special exhibit at your museum, sir. Madam. I took my children to see it for their 5th birthday. Grandchildren, that is. A truly blood-curdling scene in which the murderer is emerging from his own grave. It's delightful.
The scene it depicts was the subject of many rumors in London 10 years ago. I have here a newspaper from the time.
Why? Why? You just had that on hand? Even if she was summoned and she's like, oh shit, I better grab my fucking newspaper. Like, why would you even have it?
The special exhibit was based upon the picture in this article.
Was the ball hold on, can we talk about the Great Blaze article in the other on the side column there? The fire that engulfed the popular theatre continues to draw attention as reports that Her Majesty Queen Victoria herself visited the Royal Italian Opera to inspect the site. Well, this is way more interesting. Offer words of condolences to the theatre's owner, Mr. Frederick Guy. Freddy Guy. The theater had been under lease to famed magician John Henry Anderson, and there is some speculation that the blame for the fire lies squarely with him for his insistence on holding his bald mosque there. Could his magical tricks have been played a trick on him, costing this city a great center for the arts?
Wait,
oh my god!
The magician that's in the...
No. This is completely unrelated. But I just think it's funny to, like, read. Yeah, I don't know. Wait a fucking second!
Was that right?
No!
What is it?
Do you remember... Oh, maybe we already acknowledged this before, but I want you to look at the picture and see if you notice anything.
It was the most detailed account of what happened as reported by the eyewitnesses who saw it.
It's Mr. Drebber?
No. The 10-year-old article has been entered into the court record.
I don't know.
Man rises from the grave. It's too absurd for words. Oh, yeah. Okay, now I'm remembering what you mean by that. Man rises from the grave. It's so absurd I had to say it twice.
The public enjoy absurdity, monsieur. That is why I have reproduced the scene as carefully as possible in my museum.
And it's a waxwork from that exhibit that was stolen some days before the incident at the Great Exhibition, wasn't it?
That is correct. The professor you see before you here.
Oh my god. I think I know what happened now. Sort of.
He wasn't dead?
Sort of. I'm actually ahead of you for once, so let me enjoy this.
Okay.
Counsel for the defense, proceed with the cross-examination. This waxwork... Sorry, Judge, get out of my fucking head. This waxwork links Drebber to Dr. Scythe, and there has to be some reason for that, which hasn't yet come to light. Oh, man, it sure is nice, my juicy brain being able to know things before anyone else. But I'll find it. I'll get to the bottom of what really happened. I'll prove that Dr. Scythe and Drebber were in on this crime together.